My child, stop and listen. Do not move past this. I order you to listen right now. This is not something to scroll past or delay. I have brought you here at this exact time, and your presence in this moment is not random, not casual, not entertainment. It is appointment. It is alignment. It is me placing you where you must stand. Today, you are at the front of the line. Your name has been called, and heaven has arranged this moment as carefully as I number your steps. Leaving now would be stepping out of your turn. You have felt it even before these words found you, a stirring beneath the surface that wouldn't quiet down, a heaviness that did not come to crush you, but to tell you something sacred was drawing near, the nearness of a breakthrough you could almost touch, and the fear that perhaps it would slip again as it has before. The quiet question that rises in the late hours, have I been forgotten? I hear it. I see the quiet shake in your chest, the rehearsed bravery in your smile, the way you kept going while wondering if I still had you in mind. My child, I have had you in mind the whole time. Today I am not guessing, I am declaring. Step forward in your spirit because I have placed you at the front. Before you take another breath, take this one with me. Unclench your jaw, release your shoulders, open your hands, sit still for a moment, feel the ground beneath your feet as the witness that I have anchored you. Do not step out of position now. This is your turn. Attention is obedience in this moment because I am realigning your inner world to match what I have already scheduled. Delay is not an option and silence is not your role. I am speaking and you will not miss me. You feel the weight of waiting. I know how long you stood, how often you let others go ahead, how gracefully you celebrated wins that were not yours, how you trained your heart to expect little to avoid pain. But hear me, this is not punishment, it is timing. This is not delay, it is preparation. And now preparation meets placement. I am calling your number, bringing your file to the top, turning the light toward you. You are not in the back, not today. I have circled this day, and I have placed you in the first position. You will not need to fight for attention. I am giving it to you. You will not need to beg for favor. I am assigning it to you. Do not let thoughts wander or nerves drag you away. Breathe. Be still. Let my voice fill the places that panic has been rehearsing. This is your sacred pause before the movement. What I am doing now is not loud first. It is clear first. I am settling you. I am quieting accusations inside you that say you are late, unqualified, overlooked. They are not your judges, and they do not hold your place. I hold your place. My child, I know you almost scrolled. I know you nearly convinced yourself that this could not possibly be for you again. But you are reading this because your spirit recognized me. It is not coincidence that you arrived in this very moment. I put this in your path to meet your unspoken questions. Keep your gaze here. Keep your heart open. Keep your posture steady. There is a tenderness I am restoring, a strength I am awakening, a finality I am declaring over the long cycle you feared would repeat. You have waited and watched others be called forward, and you wondered if you should step aside, if perhaps you misheard me, if maybe being faithful would quietly disqualify you because it seemed too ordinary. I tell you the truth, I saw every ordinary obedience. I counted every quiet yes. I noticed the prayers you prayed with no spotlight, the sacrifices nobody saw, the choices you made not to return to what I called you out of. None of it fell to the ground. All of it brought you here. Today is not about chance. It is about order, my order, and I say you are first now. Before you move, receive. Put one hand over your heart and listen. Feel how it has been bracing for the next disappointment. I am loosening that brace. I am removing the fear that answers the door before hope can knock. I am placing courage where dread has been rehearsing its lines. Do not step out of position. Do not agree with the voice that tells you to rush away. Do not agree with the voice that says you will miss it if you do not strive. You will not miss what I am placing in your hands. Your role is to stay, to hear, to align. Mark this agreement with me. Type yes if your heart knows I am speaking to you. Type amen if you choose to remain in position until I finish what I started. Your agreement is not for show. It is a seal over your focus, a small act of faith that says, I am staying for what God has arranged. And stay until the end of this word, because in the flow of this message, I will bring you the clarity and the confirmation you asked for when nobody heard you asking. I am placing a line under yesterday and raising a banner over today. It says, appointed. It says, front of the line. It says, your turn has been called. Feel how this lands inside you, not as hype, not as noise, as a steadying hand on your shoulder and a clear voice in your ear. I am here. I am leading. I am not rushing you, but I am not allowing you to drift away either. Let me have your attention without competition. Let me be the loudest sound in the room. In a few moments, I will show you why it has felt as personal as it does, and I will unfold what it means to be set at the front. But for now, breathe and receive this announcement into your deepest places. I have scheduled you for the front today. Stay with me. Keep your heart soft. Keep your words gentle and expectant. Keep your feet planted where I have placed you. My child, do not move past this. This is your turn. My child, let me answer the ache that has been asking. Why does this feel like it is for me today? It feels personal because I have been personal with you. I have been in the room when you wiped your face before anyone could see. I have heard the prayers you didn't even give words to, the sighs you exhaled into a pillow so no one would ask what was wrong. I counted the nights you stayed awake rehearsing hope and bracing for hurt. I watched the courage it took to smile at other people's good news while you quietly wondered when it would be your turn. I was there the morning you nearly gave up praying because it felt like you were bothering heaven. I was there when you whispered, if I hoped less, it would hurt less. I did not scold you. I held you. I did not turn away. I leaned closer. This is why it feels like I am speaking straight into the middle of your story, because I have been in the middle of it the entire time. I have collected your prayers. Not a single one has been ignored. I have numbered your days of waiting. Not one has been wasted. I saw the repeated disappointments that tried to train your heart to stop expecting. I saw you look at the metaphorical line and think, perhaps I should step out and let others pass because maybe I am not meant to be called. And I whispered to you in those moments, stay. You didn't always hear me over the noise, but your spirit stayed. And that is why you are here now. Type I'm still here if your heart knows this is true. Your staying was not a mistake. Your staying is the very reason you can hear me clearly today. You have carried trembling hope in one hand and the fear of another letdown in the other. You have felt guilty for wanting a miracle, as if wanting too much made you ungrateful for what you already had. You have felt tired from being faithful because faithfulness seems quiet, uncelebrated, and slow. You have questioned your own desire. Is this selfish? Is it holy to ask again? Hear me, my child. I am not shaming you for your desire. I am not offended that you still want what I promised. Desire does not disqualify you. It directs you to the place where I intend to meet you. The exhaustion you feel is not a sign that you're failing. It's a sign you've been carrying something precious for a long time. I am lifting the shame off your hope. I am removing the voice that says, do not expect, it will only hurt. I am teaching you to expect me without fear. You have asked me in quiet moments, why have you been so silent? And because I love you, I am answering, my silence was not absence, it was strategy. My stillness was not neglect, it was protection. There were doors that looked like promises but were traps. There were voices that sounded like affirmation but were flattery. There were timelines that would have taken more from you than they gave to you. I did not let you be rushed by noise. I rooted you in wisdom. I closed some paths not to punish you, but to preserve you. I kept you from certain quick successes because they would have pulled you away from a larger assignment. My child, do not interpret the wait as rejection. Interpret it as positioning. Say it out loud. I am being positioned, not refused. I have been aligning the unseen for you. I have been arranging people you have not met yet, preparing opportunities that are not on your calendar yet, cultivating skills in you that seemed unnecessary until you would need them in a single hour. I have been quieting your triggers so you can hold what I place in your hands without dropping it in panic. I have been refining your yes so it is clean and not mixed with fear. You think you were stuck, but you were stationed. You were not being punished. You were being prepared. And today is a revealed moment, not an accidental one. That is why your spirit is recognizing me now. It is what you were stationed for. I remember the times you said, maybe I misheard. I watched you replay old failures and think, perhaps I disqualified myself. I listened when you promised yourself you would not get your hopes up again, and then, like a seed breaking through hard ground, hope rose anyway, and you apologized for it, as if hope is an offense to me. Hear me, hope is not an offense to me. It is an echo of my voice in you. I am not angry that you still believe. I am proud of the tiny flame that refused to go out. That flame is why you know this moment is not random. That flame is what I am breathing on right now. You have been at events where others were celebrated, and you clapped with sincerity. You watched as the line moved, and you stayed graciously in place. You wrote congratulations when it stung. You told yourself stories to ease the ache. And when nobody saw, I saw. I saw you delete the message you wanted to send because you did not want your pain to leak into someone else's joy. I saw you send one more application, one more email, one more prayer, one more no to temptation because faithfulness asked. I recorded each quiet victory. I was not counting your missteps to disqualify you. I was counting your steps to guide you here. So when you ask, why does this feel like it is for me today? It is because I have wrapped this moment around your history with me. I have woven reminders into my words that only you and I know. I am answering questions you have not dared to ask aloud. I am touching the places disappointment tried to numb. This is me saying, I have been here the whole time. I have not lost the thread of your story. I have not outsourced your care. I have not put your file away. I have kept you in my sight and in my hands. And now I am turning you toward the front because it is time for you to see what I have been preparing. My instruction to you in this is simple and weighty. Do not interpret the wait as rejection. Interpret it as positioning. When you feel that old wave of fear, answer it with this truth. When the thought tries to tell you that others are more deserving or more ready, answer it with this truth. When your mouth wants to speak a self-disqualifying sentence, stop and say, I am positioned by God, and I will remain where He has placed me. Type positioned if you agree. Your agreement matters because your words are steering your steps, and I am aligning both today. You do not need to fix what you think you ruined while you waited. You do not need to hurry to compensate for lost time. Time in my hands is never lost. It is invested. I will redeem the years that felt heavy with delay, not by erasing them, but by making them matter. I will turn the weight you carried into strength you will use. I will transform the tenderness you tried to hide into compassion that opens doors. You will not be shamed by the slowness. You will be crowned by what it produced in you. Breathe now, my child. Place your hand over your heart again and receive this. My nearness is not a concept. It is your present reality. I am watching over you, not like a critic waiting for error, but like a father guarding a beloved child's moment. This is why I need your attention and your agreement. This is why it feels intimate and precise. Today is not about hype or coincidence. It is about my careful timing. You are at the front because I have been with you in the back, and I know what this means to you. Stay in this softness. Stay in this steadiness. Guard your words. Keep your posture. You are not overlooked. You are seen. You are not late. You are scheduled. And you will watch what I whispered in the dark begin to stand in the light. My child, now hear me as I unfold what I have already set in motion. When I say front of the line, I am not announcing your superiority over others. I am announcing my order for your testimony. I am not diminishing anyone else's story. I am revealing where I have placed you in mine. In heaven's design, the line is not a competition of worth. It is a sequence of witness. There is a time to listen, a time to learn, and a time to step forward and say, "Look what the Lord has done." Today is that time for you. I have moved you to the first position, not to feed pride, but to fulfill purpose. This is why it feels weighty. This is why it feels precise. Favor is not fair by human measures. It is assigned by my wisdom, and I am the one who appoints the moment. Do not let the word favor confuse you. Favor in my hands is responsibility wrapped in kindness. Favor is not a pass to take lightly. It is a mantle you carry with humility. I am not asking you to boast. I am asking you to bear witness. The line exists because I orchestrate an order that blesses many through the obedience of one. When I bring you forward, it is so that your yes can unlock other yeses, your breakthrough can open a path behind you, and your testimony can become a map for those who are still waiting. In my kingdom, the one at the front is not the only one who matters. They are the one whose turn it is to walk first, so others can follow with courage. Listen to me carefully. This positioning is not random. It is spiritual. I have been guiding your steps when you did not know there was a line at all. I have been preparing your hands when you did not see what they would hold. I have been steadying your heart for the moment it would quicken as your name is called. I elevate in time. I strengthen those who grow weary as they wait. I answer those who call on me sincerely and steadily, and I set moments when the unseen becomes seen. This is the heart of what my word has taught you. This is a paraphrase of its truth. I lift the humble. I renew the tired who hope in me. I hear and respond to the cry of those who seek me, and times and seasons are in my keeping. Nothing about this is careless. Everything about this is assigned. With assignment comes pressure, not to crush you, but to clarify you. Pressure rises at the front because the enemy hates order. When you take your place, he whispers confusion. He ties your ankles with old memories and tells you they are today's reality. He stirs comparison so you will apologize for standing where I set you. He uses doubt to make your sight blur, distraction to make your grip loosen, and shame to make your voice tremble. But you are not in this place because of your performance. You are here because of my purpose, and purpose outlasts the pressure that tries to push you back. Hear the contrast of the two voices that arrive when your turn is announced. Fear says, "It won't happen. It never really does. You misheard. You are a step ahead of yourself. Sit down before you embarrass yourself." Faith says, "God has already prepared what I cannot yet see." The table is set even if the cloth is still covering it. The door is ready to swing even if the latch has not yet clicked. Heaven has called my name. Earth will see it soon. You must decide which voice you will give your agreement to. Agreement is power. Agreement is alignment. Do not speak what you fear. Speak what I have said. Pause with me right now and mark this moment. Say it with your mouth and type it with your hands. I will stay. This is not performance. It is positioning through your agreement. Every time confusion tugs at you, return to these words. Every time the line of your thoughts tries to wander back to the end, return to these words. Your declaration is a stake in the ground. I will not step out of the place God assigned to me today. Let me define fairness for you in a way that heals your heart. Human fairness compares portions and timelines. Heaven's order assigns roles and moments. If I give you first position now, it is because your testimony is scheduled to lead in this hour. Another day, someone else will be placed forward, and you will cheer with full understanding because you have learned how I work. I am not overlooking them when I move you, and I did not overlook you when I moved them. I am weaving a sequence in which no obedience is wasted, no surrender is ignored, and no appointment is stolen. Favor is not favoritism. Favor is assignment for the sake of fruit. You may feel the tension of this call, the sudden scrutiny you imagine, the fear of being seen, the whisper that says, you must make it perfect if you are first. Release that burden. I did not appoint you to perform. I appointed you to obey one step at a time. I am not asking you to announce yourself. I am asking you to remain present, to guard your words, and to move when I say move. Standing at the front is not about rushing, it is about readiness. It is standing still enough to hear me as clearly in the crowd as you did in the quiet. There is also joy hidden in this mantle. The first in line feels the breeze of the opening, the first light that spills when the door cracks, the first taste of what was promised. That joy is not meant to isolate you. It is meant to become hospitality. When I move you forward, I also place compassion in your hands, so you can turn around and signal to those behind you, there is room, there is hope, there is a path. Your miracle is not meant to make you unreachable. It is meant to make you trustworthy. Do not apologize for my timing. Do not dim what I am doing to make others comfortable. Honor them by honoring me. Carry this with humility, speak with gratitude, and testify with clarity when I say the word. Guard your mouth. Refuse the mockery of self-disqualification. When a thought arrives that says, you are unready, answer with what we have already spoken. I am positioned by God. When a memory tries to accuse you, remember when you fell. Remember when you lacked. Remember when you were overlooked. Answer with this. I am not a prisoner of yesterday. I am an assignment for today. My child, lift your head. Feel my hand steadying you from behind as you step. The pressure you feel is the signal that the line is moving. The resistance you feel is proof that your placement matters. The quiet courage rising in you is evidence that my spirit is strengthening you for what I have arranged. Stay in this place of agreement. Continue to say it. I will stay. Let your thoughts be disciplined. Let your language be faithful, and let your pace match mine. Being at the front today means heaven has assigned your moment. Favor is purposeful. Your position is spiritual. Hold it gently, hold it firmly, hold it with me, and watch how what I prepared in the unseen begins to appear step by step as you refuse to step back. My child, hear me now with the same stillness I asked you to hold. When I set you at the front, the pressure rises, not to break you, but to test what you agree with. The miracle is rarely stolen by a headline failure. It is most often lost by quiet exits, by thoughts that cancel what I said, and by words that partner with fear. I am not shaming you. I am instructing you because I love you. Do not step out of position. Let me show you the 3 traps that try to pull you back so you can recognize them and refuse them as soon as they reach for you. The first trap is distraction. It does not arrive with a siren. It whispers, Just one more scroll, one more check, one more task, one more day. It offers comfort that steals clarity. It suggests that you can return later and nothing will be lost. But later accumulates into distance, and small exits cost big moments. Distraction says, you are still listening, while your heart has already walked away. It will use good things, necessary things, even holy things, to keep you busy enough to miss the simple obedience I am asking of you right now. Be still, guard your words, stay where I placed you. My child, when your mind reaches for the next screen, the next conversation, the next errand to numb the ache, pause and return. Close the extra tabs in your soul. Attention is obedience in this season. Drifting is disobedience disguised as harmless delay. Let me make it plain with questions that will help you see this without shame. Where do your eyes go when fear taps your shoulder? Do you look to the noise for relief or to me for instruction? What steals the first 5 minutes of your morning, the glow of a feed or the whisper of my spirit? When you sense a nudge to speak life, do you tell yourself, I will later, and then forget? When the thought to pray rises, do you replace it with a task that feels important so you can postpone the weight you feel? These are not small, they are exits. They move your heart a step back each time. I am not condemning you, I am calling you closer. You return by a small yes. You hold your place with a simple choice. I will stay. Say it again now with me. I will stay. Type I will stay to mark your agreement, and let that agreement be the guard at your door. The second trap is self-disqualification. It dresses itself in humility, but it is not humility. It is unbelief in softer clothes. It whispers, I don't deserve this. Others need it more. I messed up too many times. If I hope this big, I will be punished by the fall. My child, hear what I am saying with compassion and firmness. Humility agrees with me. It does not argue with my generosity. Humility bows to receive what I give and uses it to glorify me. False humility rejects my gift to protect its fear. When you say, I am unworthy of what you are doing, you are not protecting me from disappointment. You are protecting the part of you that expects pain. But I did not place you at the front to wound you. I placed you here to bless you and to entrust you with testimony. You are not earning this moment. You are receiving it. You are not being rewarded for flawless behavior. You are being positioned by faithful hands. I cleanse. I appoint. I qualify. When shame brings you a file of your failures, as if to present proof, you should step aside, hand it back, and answer with me, I am forgiven. I am assigned. I am where God placed me. Do not apologize for standing where I called your name. Gratitude is holy. Shrinking is not. Let me ask you gently, at night, what story do you replay? Your worst chapter or my faithfulness? In the car alone, do you mutter, figures, this always happens to me, as if your life is cursed to cycles? After a compliment, do you slap it away with a joke that makes you smaller so you won't feel seen? These patterns train your heart to refuse the very good you have prayed for. I am breaking that training now. Lift your chin. Let your shoulders loosen. Receive without side commentary. Let thank you live on your tongue where sorry for existing used to be. The third trap is negative speech. It is the habit of rehearsing worst-case endings, of predicting disaster to feel prepared, of calling it being realistic while planting seeds of fear that grow into your own harvest. My child, I am not asking you to lie about pain. I am commanding you not to prophesy despair over your future. Do not speak what you fear. Speak what you believe. Your mouth does not just report, it steers. When you say, nothing ever works for me, you escort hope to the door and slam it shut yourself. When you say, I knew it would fall apart, you align with a story I did not write. Resist the rush to fill silence with dread. Muzzle the storm words. Choose seed words. Here is a quick diagnostic to help you see it. After bad news, what is your first sentence? Is this the end? Or God is with me even here? When a bill arrives you did not expect, do you sigh and say, of course, it's always something? Or do you steady yourself and say, my provider has a strategy I will not sabotage with panic? When your phone rings with an unknown number, do you assume trouble and rehearse defeat? Or do you guard your heart and speak calm while you seek wisdom? When a door closes, do you curse the hallway? Or do you bless me for the door I will open and keep your spirit attentive? Every time you catch yourself saying never, always, nothing, stop. Replace those absolutes of despair with absolutes of faith. God is here. God is guiding. God will finish what He started. Speak small, faithful sentences and let them build a new path under your feet. You ask, how do I hold my position when these traps feel normal? Return to me by returning to 3 simple acts: pause, agree, and declare. Pause when distraction tugs. Even 10 seconds of honest stillness breaks the spell. Agree with me when self-disqualification rises. Return to what I have said about you, not what shame rehearsed. Declare life when negative speech reaches your lips. Switch mid-sentence if you must. It is not too late even when the first words were wrong. Correct them immediately with truth. Practice is not pretending. It is training your heart to follow me. Right now, place your hand on your mind and speak this short prayer with me as a seal. Father, steady my mind. I refuse to abandon my place. Say it slowly again. Father, steady my mind. I refuse to abandon my place. Feel the calm that follows surrender, not the emptiness of denial. I am answering that prayer as you pray it. I am reinforcing your borders. I am placing watchmen at the gates of your attention. I am softening your heart to receive, and I am strengthening your will to remain. My child, the enemy does not need you to fall loudly if he can persuade you to drift quietly. He will offer a comfortable chair at the side of the road and call it wisdom. He will hand you a speech of unworthiness and call it holiness. He will fill your mouth with rehearsed catastrophes and call it realism. But you belong to me, and I am teaching you a different way. Guard your gaze, guard your self-talk, guard your tongue. When you feel the tug to step out, answer it out loud. I will not leave my place. When a thought sneers, who do you think you are? Answer it with me. I am my Father's child, positioned by His hand. When a sentence begins in fear, stop it and finish it in faith. This is your protection. Not constant striving, but consistent alignment. Not frantic activity, but focused agreement. Not noise, but obedience. Keep returning to these 3 refusals. I refuse distraction that exits my assignment. I refuse self-disqualification that argues with grace. I refuse negative speech that builds a future I do not want. And keep returning to these 3 affirmations. I am attentive. I am appointed. I am aligned. Say them now and let them settle inside you. Stay with me, my child. The line is moving. Your name is called. I am walking you through this moment step by step. And as you refuse these traps, you will feel the ground firm under your feet and the peace rise in your chest. Hold your place. Guard your words. Move only when I say move. And watch how what I prepared begins to unfold, not because you hurried, but because you remained. My child, come closer and let me place my hand on the place under your ribs that tightens whenever good news tries to enter. I am touching the part of you that learned to flinch when doors opened because you were trained by doors that slammed. I am speaking to the days you woke up with courage, only to go to bed with a new bruise on your expectations. I saw the betrayals that made you wary, the delays that mocked your plans, the applications that were almost, the conversations that were promising, the answers that sounded like yes until the last hour when they turned to silence. I saw the way you learned to survive it. You lowered your joy ahead of time so the fall would not be so steep. You called it wisdom. You called it maturity. You called it realism. But really, it was protection you built because expecting had become dangerous. And because I am your father and I am gentle and I am true, I am here to heal that protection without shaming why you built it. You began to equate hope with humiliation. You told yourself, if I don't rise, I won't be seen falling. You trained your heart to pre-grieve so you wouldn't have to publicly grieve. You prepared for pain because surprise pain was worse, and you hated the eyes that watched you be disappointed. My child, I held you in those moments when you smiled to hide the sting and when you laughed so people would stop asking. I counted those hidden tears, and I did not scold you for guarding yourself. But now, because I have placed you at the front, I must restore what self-protection dulled. I am healing your capacity to expect me without panic. I am untying the knot of dread that lives under the word soon. Hear me. I am not teasing you. I do not wave promises like ribbons in the wind to amuse myself. I do not call you forward to embarrass you. I am not cruel and I am not careless. When I say wait, it is because I am weaving. When I say not yet, it is because there is a right time and a right door and a right pace that keeps you safe inside my will. When I say now, it is because the alignment has landed and the grace is present. I am replacing the reflex that hears any delay as rejection. I am giving you new hearing so that my timing is not interpreted as punishment, but as protection, not as absence, but as architecture. Your story is not a joke to me, it is a garden I tend. Let me separate two things for you so your insides can rest: faith and adrenaline. Faith is calm obedience, steadiness that stands when the wind is loud, clarity that comes from agreement with me. Faith is a deep breath that says, God is here, so I will listen and move in his rhythm. Faith can feel urgent because obedience matters, but it is never frantic. Adrenaline is panic dressed up like purpose. It is fear wearing a clock around its neck, shouting now or you'll lose it. Adrenaline makes you say yes to what I did not ask because you are terrified of missing a window. Faith makes you wait for my word and then walk through the window I open. Adrenaline rushes, grabs, and then collapses. Faith receives, carries, and continues. Adrenaline is loud, shaky, and suspicious. Faith is quiet, strong, and sure. I am teaching your body the difference, not just your mind. Notice what happens when panic tries to lead. Your shoulders rise, your jaw tightens, your thoughts scatter, and suddenly you make vows to never hope again because the rush hurts more than the ache did. Now notice the feel of faith. Your breathing lengthens, your spine feels supported, your pace returns, and you find yourself whispering, I can trust God with this. This is the healing I am working in you. I am changing the feel of hope in your body so that hope is no longer a cliff edge, but a path with me at your side. You made private promises in past disappointments, little self-protections that seemed wise then, but now keep choking your new day. You said, I won't get my hopes up. You said, I'll act like I don't care. You said, I'll be happy for others but expect nothing for myself. My child, these vows were made in pain, and I am inviting you to break them in my presence. Say this with me now, even if your voice shakes. Father, I release the vow that I will not hope. I forgive the moments that taught me to expect disappointment. I receive healed hope from your hands. And to mark your agreement in this very space, type, heal my hope if you are ready to believe again. Your words matter because your words retrain your heart to agree with me. I am not asking you to deny what happened. I am asking you to let me rename what it produced. Those rejections did not build a curse over you. They trained your discernment, and I am redeeming the training. Those delays did not prove I was indifferent. They proved that timing governs fruit, and I am teaching you how to carry fruit without it spoiling on the branch. Those betrayals did not define your future partners. They taught you what trust looks like, and I am giving you eyes to see covenant from counterfeit. I am not discarding your history. I am healing it into wisdom so your future is not haunted by it. Feel me now, removing the sting from specific memories. The moment you waited for a call that never came. The time you saw the email subject line that raised you up, and the sentence inside that let you down. The conversation that promised partnership and ended with a polite no. The prayer you prayed with all your heart, followed by silence that frightened you. I am not reopening those wounds to hurt you. I am cleaning them so they do not infect your next season. I am pouring oil on the bruise of your expectancy so it can stretch without tearing. Before I change your situation, I am restoring your hope so you can carry the blessing without fear. Here is how you will walk this healing out with me. When the old voice says, "Don't get your hopes up," answer it immediately. My hope is not in an outcome. My hope is in my God. When the old habit says, "Downplay it so the fall won't hurt," answer, "My Father holds me. I do not need to self-sabotage to feel safe." When adrenaline tells you to sprint to prove you are ready, answer, "Faith is calm obedience. I will move when He says, move." And when your chest tightens because joy feels risky, put your hand over your heart and pray this simple prayer. Jesus, heal my hope and make it brave again. Do not overcomplicate this. Repetition is not weakness when it is filled with faith. I am resetting your inner math. I am breaking the equation that always ends in, "It won't work for me." I am rewriting the story that begins with almost and ends with never mind. I am loosening the knot that tied your trust to public opinion. You no longer have to manage how others perceive your waiting. You no longer have to perform indifference to remain respectable. You are allowed to want what I promised. You are allowed to carry hope with humility and joy. You are allowed to smile before you see it, because your smile is trust in me, not pressure on yourself. Listen carefully. Healed hope is not naive. Healed hope is anchored. It does not swing with every forecast. It does not crumble when a form is denied or a meeting is rescheduled. Healed hope says, "My position is in God's hands, and He is not late." Healed hope watches without bracing, plans without panic, and prays without bargaining. Healed hope opens its hands to receive and keeps them open to bless. I am giving you this. I am training you to carry it. This is why I am talking to you this way today. This is why I interrupted you. This is why I would not let you wander. Your place at the front requires a heart that does not sprint ahead or hide behind, but stands beside me, steady. Let me give you a picture. Your expectation is a net, and in past seasons, it tore under the weight of sudden outcomes, good and bad. I am mending the net. I am strengthening the cord so that when blessing lands, it does not fall through, and when waiting persists, the net does not unravel. I am knotting the places where you said, "I cannot hold this," and soon you will say with peace, "With God, I can hold what He gives." This mending may feel like tenderness you are not used to. Allow it. Do not rush out of my hands. Do not label this softness as weakness. This softness is strength without fear. My child, lean into me. Breathe slowly. Let me talk to the anxious watchman inside you who never sleeps because they believe disaster is always on the horizon. I honor why they stood there, but I am relieving them of overtime. I am appointing peace as the new sentinel. I am placing joy on the morning shift. I am giving rest the authority to call you back when your mind wanders into catastrophe. And when you forget and slip into the old pattern, do not scold yourself. Return. Return quickly, return kindly, return to the sentence that we have made a path. I will stay. Add this to it. I will stay in hope. Say this with me now as a seal over your heart. Father, I receive healed hope. I refuse the lie that expecting you will hurt me. I welcome your timing, your pace, and your peace. My expectation is anchored in your goodness. And one more time, mark it for your own soul. Type, heal my hope. This is not performance, this is agreement. I am here, healing the part of you that prepared for pain. I am here, restoring the part of you that braced for the fall. I am here, rebuilding your capacity to carry joy without fear. Stay with me. Guard your words. Let hope rise, not as adrenaline, but as faith, and watch how your healed heart will hold what I am bringing without trembling. My child, now that I have begun to mend your hope and quiet the watchman within you, hear me as I place tools in your hands. Activation is not striving, it is alignment. It is not you forcing an outcome, it is you keeping in step with me. It is 3 simple obediences that set your soul in the flow of what I have already scheduled. Stand still, speak right, and move when I say move. This is how you hold your place at the front without panic and without passivity. First, stand still. Stand still does not mean do nothing. It means stop the frantic strategizing that tries to control what only my timing can open. Standing still is making space for my instruction to become clearer than your fear. It is the discipline of refusing to pick up every lever you see just to feel strong. It is the holy courage of quiet. When I call you to stand still, I am not abandoning you. I am aligning you. I fight for you as you hold your peace. I set things in motion while you anchor your heart. Stillness is not apathy, it is attentive agreement. Practice it like this. Before you reach for your phone, place your feet on the floor and say, Father, I align my mind, my will, and my emotions to you. Close the extra tabs in your soul by naming them. Worry about money, replay of that conversation, fear of missing out, and then lay them down where I can hold them. Breathe slowly. Let your shoulders fall. Let your jaw unclench. Put your hand on your chest and whisper, I will not run ahead or hide behind. I will stand beside you steady. If your thoughts sprint, do not chase them to prove you are in control. Return to me and let me be the one in control. 10 seconds of honest stillness breaks the spell of panic. 2 minutes of listening can save you from 2 weeks of unnecessary labor. Standing still is you choosing relationship over reaction. Second, speak right. I am not asking you to pretend pain is not real. I am commanding you to stop giving pain the microphone that narrates your entire day. You may tell me the truth of what hurts. I am safe. Then speak my truth over it. Replace complaint loops with declarations that build a future you want to live in. Your words are not decoration, they are direction. When your mouth agrees with fear, you pave a road you don't want to travel. When your mouth agrees with me, you lay stones under your feet that carry you forward. This is how you practice. When frustration rises, say it cleanly, once before me. This is hard, Father, and then answer it with faith. But you are with me, guiding me step by step. When the old script starts, nothing ever works for me, interrupt it and replace it. My steps are ordered. I am positioned by God's hand. When you feel the urge to predict disaster, to feel prepared, refuse it and say, I do not prepare for defeat. I prepare for obedience. Speak small, faithful sentences and let them repeat in you until they are the most familiar sound in your inner world. Try these throughout your day. I guard my place. My words build my tomorrow. I bless what God is doing even when I cannot see it yet. I will not rehearse dread. I will rehearse promise. If you hear yourself say, I knew it would fall apart, stop mid-sentence and correct it immediately. I release that. God is stabilizing me and I will not sabotage it with fear. If you catch yourself minimizing your joy to look wise, pause and say, "Gratitude is wisdom. I will not shrink to be safe." Do not be embarrassed to edit your speech in public. It trains your heart in private. You are not faking, you are forming. Third, move when I say move. Stillness trains your ears. Right speech trains your heart. Obedience with timing turns the key in the door. Do not force doors because you feel behind, and do not ignore prompts because you feel unready. You asked me to lead you, now let me lead you. When I say call, call. When I say apologize, apologize. When I say send the email or submit the application, do it without rehearsing every possible rejection. Obedience is your part, results are mine. When I say set a boundary, set it clearly and kindly. I will supply the grace to stand in it. When I say pause, do not fabricate motion just to calm your nerves. Wrong motion is not better than quiet alignment. You ask, how will I know it is you and not adrenaline? Adrenaline is frantic and fearful and demands immediate action to end discomfort. My nudge carries authority and peace even when it challenges you. Adrenaline says, if you don't grab this now, it's gone forever. My voice says, walk with me. The door I open no one can close before it's time. Adrenaline rushes you into what you cannot carry. My timing equips you for what I give. Notice your body. Is your chest tight and your thoughts scattered? Wait. Is there a settled weight in your spirit and a clear next step that aligns with what I have already been saying? Move. Do not crowdsource my instruction to your fear or to an audience of anxiety. Stay close to me and obey quickly when I speak. To help you walk this out without confusion, I am giving you a simple structure for the next 7 days. 7 days to train your heart in alignment until obedience is your natural reflex. Morning surrender, midday gratitude check, nighttime release. Do this with me and watch how your internal weather changes. Morning surrender. Before screens and schedules and news, sit with me for 5 minutes. Put your feet on the floor, breathe slowly, and pray aloud. Father, I yield this day to you. I choose stillness over scrambling, truth over complaint, obedience over impulse. I will stand still, speak right, and move when you say move. Then ask one question. What is my one next step, if any? Write the whisper that comes. Call, pray for this person, wait and guard your words. Send that message. Rest. If you hear wait, then actually wait. Your waiting is not inactivity, it is targeted watchfulness. If you hear one thing to do, do that one thing without adding the 10 you think might help me. Your obedience is powerful because it is precise. Midday gratitude check. Set an alarm with this name. Speak life. When it sounds, stop for 60 seconds no matter where you are. List 3 specific gratitudes out loud. What I have done, what is improving, where peace has replaced panic. Then scan your speech. Since morning. Did complaint creep back in? Correct it now. Did you partner with dread? Break it with a sentence of faith. Did you say I always or I never about your future? Replace it with I am being led. End the minute with this declaration. I bless my present and I bless my future. God is here and I agree with him. Then continue your day. You just turned the ship again. Nighttime release. Before sleep, do not rehearse the day's stings. Release them. Pray this with me. Father, I return everything I carried today back into your hands. The winds, the weights, the worries. I forgive where I felt wronged. I repent for words that partnered with fear. I receive your covering over my rest. Name any person you need to bless from a hard interaction and bless them. Naming stops bitterness from anchoring in the night. Then speak this final line. My place is kept while I sleep. My God does not slumber. Practice this rhythm for 7 days. If you miss a moment, return without scolding yourself. The power is in the returning. If you feel nothing at first, continue. Alignment often feels like quiet strength, not fireworks. Keep the alarms, keep the sentences, keep the pace I am giving you. Steadiness is your strategy now. I am not asking for grand performances. I am asking for small, faithful agreements. Stand still when your flesh wants to scramble. Speak right when old words want the stage. Move when I say move, even if your knees shake. This is how you remain at the front without losing your peace on the way. This is how you guard your place without becoming guarded in your heart. This is how you stay ready without living rushed. Mark this agreement now, my child, because agreement seals access. If you will follow step by step, not emotion by emotion, type I obey. Speak it out loud where you are. I obey. Let your fingers and your mouth and your heart align. As you commit, I am strengthening your will to do what you have said. I am setting my peace as your pace car. I am training your ears to know me and your feet to follow quickly. Stand still, speak right, move when I say move. This is your activation. This is your alignment. And as you align, you will watch what I have appointed begin to unfold with a grace that does not exhaust you, with a timing that does not shame you, and with a joy you will be able to hold. My child, place one hand on your chest and open the other like a cup to receive. Breathe slowly. Let your shoulders lower and your jaw unclench. Speak slowly. Do not rush what I am sealing. I am not asking you to perform for me. I am inviting you to agree with what heaven has already scheduled with your name on it. Your place at the front is not hype, it is assignment. Your words are not decoration, they are alignment. I am about to lead your mouth into agreement so your heart can follow. Stay with me and repeat each line. Feel the weight of them enter the places that used to brace for disappointment. Say this first with me, word by word, and let it settle into the center of your chest. I agree with God. I am in position. I will not step back. Now repeat this after me, slowly. I am not forgotten. I am seen. I am known. I am called by name. Again, slower. I am not forgotten. I am seen. I am known. I am called by name. Let your hand feel your own heartbeat as you say this. My Father has placed me at the front today. I did not force this. I did not beg for it. I receive it by faith. Now speak to your timing with me. This is my appointed day to align. I will not rush. I will not lag. I will move when God says move. Say it again for the parts of you that still want to sprint or hide. This is my appointed day to align. I will not rush. I will not lag. I will move when God says move. Now, protection over your position. Speak this. No fear will push me back. I refuse the small exits. I refuse the self-disqualifying thoughts. I refuse the fearful speech. Say it once more, but slower, like a boundary you are drawing with peace. No fear will push me back. I refuse the small exits. I refuse the self-disqualifying thoughts. I refuse the fearful speech. Now breathe and repeat this with me. I guard my words. I bless my future. I stay where God placed me. Identity, timing, protection. We are building a house. Now we speak provision and waymaking. Say this after me. God will make a way for me. Doors will open in His timing. Paths will appear where I could not see them. Say it again with gentleness, not grasping. God will make a way for me. Doors will open in His timing. Paths will appear where I could not see them. Now peace over your mind. Put your hand over your forehead and speak this. My mind will rest. I choose calm obedience over frantic motion. I receive peace that guards my heart and my thoughts. Say it again. My mind will rest. I choose calm obedience over frantic motion. I receive peace that guards my heart and my thoughts. Hear this as a paraphrase of, my promise to you, and let it anchor what you are saying. I give you peace that the world cannot give, so do not let your heart be troubled. Say, I receive your peace. Another paraphrase to hold you. I strengthen the weak and uphold the weary with my own hand. Say, you are strengthening me now. And one more to steady your steps. I make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. Say, you are making a way for me where I saw no road. Now return to your front-of-the-line identity. Speak this. I am not in the back, begging for scraps. I am at the front by the Father's assignment. I will wait in faith. I will speak in faith. I will move in faith. Say it again, and let every word land. I am not in the back, begging for scraps. I am at the front by the Father's assignment. I will wait in faith. I will speak in faith. I will move in faith. Now talk to your history and tell it the truth. My past delays do not define my present position. My disappointments are not prophecies. My hope is healed and brave. Repeat it, and if your voice shakes, let it. My past delays do not define my present position. My disappointments are not prophecies. My hope is healed and brave. Now we will bless the process you are in. Say this. I bless God's timing over my life. I bless the quiet days and the loud ones. I bless the hidden work He is doing. I bless the visible doors that will open. Again, with gratitude in your tone, I bless God's timing over my life. I bless the quiet days and the loud ones. I bless the hidden work He is doing. I bless the visible doors that will open. We will anchor your steps in simple obedience. Say this. I will not create noise to feel powerful. I will not predict failure to feel prepared. I will do the one thing God says today. Repeat. I will not create noise to feel powerful. I will not predict failure to feel prepared. I will do the one thing God says today. Now we speak protection over your heart from comparison. Say this. I release envy. I release panic. I celebrate others without shrinking. I keep my eyes on Jesus. Again, I release envy. I release panic. I celebrate others without shrinking. I keep my eyes on Jesus. Now we will speak to the inner vows you broke with me earlier and replace them with covenant. Say, I break agreement with the vow that said, I will not hope. I make a new agreement. I will expect God's goodness. Say it one more time, like a seal. I break agreement with the vow that said, I will not hope. I make a new agreement. I will expect God's goodness. Now declare your watch over your words. Place a hand over your mouth lightly and speak this. My tongue will not rehearse dread. My mouth will not cancel my miracle. My speech will match my assignment. Say it again with gentle authority. My tongue will not rehearse dread. My mouth will not cancel my miracle. My speech will match my assignment. We will now state your non-negotiable, staying in line. Say this. I refuse to leave my place. I refuse to shrink my faith to avoid risk. I will remain until God completes what He prepared. Again, slowly, I refuse to leave my place. I refuse to shrink my faith to avoid risk. I will remain until God completes what He prepared. Now, permission to receive. Open your palm wider and say this. I am ready to hold blessing without fear. I am ready to walk through doors without panic. I am ready to steward favor with humility and joy. Repeat and let hope be soft, not frantic. I am ready to hold blessing without fear. I am ready to walk through doors without panic. I am ready to steward favor with humility and joy. Now speak to your body and your nights. Say, my nervous system is learning the feel of faith. My breathing is lengthening. My sleep is covered. My mornings are steady. Again, my nervous system is learning the feel of faith. My breathing is lengthening. My sleep is covered. My mornings are steady. Now we will affirm your listening posture. Say this: my ears are tuned to God's whisper. I will not follow adrenaline. I will follow peace with authority. Repeat: my ears are tuned to God's whisper. I will not follow adrenaline. I will follow peace with authority. We will wrap your day in one sentence that becomes your habit. Say, I stand still. I speak right. I move when God says, move. Again, as a rhythm your feet can follow. I stand still. I speak right. I move when God says move. Now, we will make a declaration over your territory, your home, your work, your relationships. Say this: peace rests on my home. Clarity rests on my decisions. Protection rests on my path. Provision meets me in God's time. Repeat: peace rests on my home. Clarity rests on my decisions. Protection rests on my path. Provision meets me in God's time. Now, over your inner dialogue when the day is quiet, say this: when doubt knocks, I answer with faith. When fear whispers, I answer with truth. When weariness comes, I rest in God's strength. Again, when doubt knocks, I answer with faith. When fear whispers, I answer with truth. When weariness comes, I rest in God's strength. We will seal all of this under my covering. Place your hand back on your chest and say this: Father, I agree with your appointment. I agree with your pace. I agree with your protection. I agree with your provision. I agree with your peace. Say it one more time, slowly, like oil being poured. Father, I agree with your appointment. I agree with your pace. I agree with your protection. I agree with your provision. I agree with your peace. Now finish with this confession that joins heaven's schedule to your today. It is my appointed day to align at the front. I will not step out. I will not speak against it. I will carry it with faith and rest. My child, linger for a moment and listen to the quiet within you. This is not performance. This is agreement. You have just filled the room of your life with sentences that angels recognize and fear cannot live inside. As you continue to declare these truths, you are not convincing me. You are training your soul to sit where I have seated you. Waves may rise and news may shift, but the line you are in is governed by my hand, and what I place in your care will not require panic to keep. If you received this, type Amen and stay. There is a confirmation you need next, and I will show you the signs that whisper, it's your turn. My child, lean in. You asked me for confirmation, and I am answering. I am not shouting over the noise. I am placing markers in your path that carry my weight. I do not confirm with chaos. I do not push you with panic. I lead you with peace, with wise counsel that carries humility, with repeated alignment over time, and with doors that open without you breaking the lock. When I confirm, there is a clarity that quiets you and an authority that steadies you. My confirmation does not demand you to perform. It invites you to obey one clear next step. Hear me teach you discernment by pattern, not by superstition. When I am speaking, you will notice peace settling where anxiety used to camp. Not the numbness of denial, but the felt assurance that makes room in your chest to breathe. You will notice that what you heard in prayer is echoed by wise, faithful counsel who love me and do not flatter you. You will notice that what I am asking aligns with what I have already been forming in you. Character before comfort, integrity before image, trust before timelines. And you will notice a door that opens at the right height for your obedience, not a window you must contort to squeeze through. These are signs of the front of the line anointing resting on you today. You pray, and an unusual calm follows, not because everything is solved, but because you know I have you. You feel renewed courage to do the right thing you have avoided, Apologize without excuses. Set a kind boundary. Complete the assignment you kept delaying. Sudden clarity visits you in a quiet moment, and the fog that made you overthink begins to lift. A divine interruption finds you. A call, a message, a meeting you didn't force that aligns effortlessly with what I whispered earlier. Your focus returns. Distractions that felt magnetic lose their power, and you feel grace to finish what is in your hand. There is a gentle nudge toward reconciliation where pride tried to hold a grudge. You sense me inviting you to repair, to release, or to bless without keeping score. You notice provision assembling in small pieces, timely information, a resource you needed, a schedule shift that creates space, the right person showing up at the right time. A holy desire that went dormant wakes again, not with frantic urgency, but with a steady fire that says, "This is the path." And when you test what you're sensing with someone, I have proven wise in your life. They do not hype you. They confirm with sober joy that the step you're seeing is right. Now learn the difference between confirmation and a counterfeit rush. Counterfeit urgency will try to shove you out of your line. It will tell you to move now because you are about to miss everything. It will stir you to make impulsive moves that you hope will silence fear but only feed it. It will tempt revenge decisions, text back to prove a point, post in anger to gather sympathy, choose a path to show them rather than to honor me. It will push desperation spending, throw money at a problem to buy comfort rather than seek my counsel. It will whisper compromises in relationships, cling to attention that costs your peace, accept behavior that violates the dignity I've placed on you, say yes to what erodes you because you are afraid of being alone. Counterfeit urgency needs an audience, craves applause, and rarely lets you sleep. My voice strengthens you to act or to wait with the same dignity. Adrenaline demands action to escape discomfort. So here is how you respond when my confirmations appear. First, write it down, date it, note where you were and what you sensed. Writing is how you honor a whisper. It anchors what the wind would otherwise carry away. Second, thank me immediately. Gratitude is how you keep your heart soft and your ears tuned. It prevents you from turning my gift into your performance. Third, obey the one small step without adding 3 more to feel productive. If I say call, call. Do not also plan an entire campaign. If I say rest, rest. Do not guilt yourself into motion. Fourth, stop bargaining for a different way. I am not negotiating your peace. I am leading you into it. Do not ask me to bless the shortcut that contradicts the clarity you just received. Fifth, guard your words after you obey. Do not cancel your step by speaking fear over it. Bless what I asked you to do and release the results to my hand. I will give you a simple test for the next decision in front of you. Sit quietly and place it before me. Ask, does this step match what I have already been saying? Does it carry peace with authority? Does wise counsel agree without flattery? Is the door open without you breaking it? If yes, move with humility and confidence. If not, wait and let me confirm again. I am not offended by your desire to be sure when your heart is surrendered. I am faithful to steady you. You will also see repeated alignment in 3 streams that I often use together. You will sense a nudge in prayer, then an echo through a timely word or teaching, and then a circumstance that makes space. When those 3 flow together, pay attention. When one screams and the others are silent, wait. I am not trying to trick you. I am training you to walk with me without panic. Understand this clearly. Being at the front today does not mean every door will open at once. It means the right door will open in the right order, and you will not need to elbow your way past anyone to receive it. Favor is not noisy. It is precise. My confirmation will keep you from wasting energy on what looks urgent but is not yours, and it will protect you from the embarrassment of grabbing what you cannot carry. Stay with me and let me pace you. I am also answering your quiet question. What if I miss it? My child, I am a father, not a trickster. If your heart is turned toward me and you are willing to obey, I know how to get your attention. I can repeat, redirect, and even close a door loudly if you try to walk through it in confusion. Your humility is greater protection than your perfection. Keep your posture and I will keep your path. Now, breathe and search your last days with me. Have you felt that unusual calm after you prayed? Have you received a simple, clear next step that keeps returning to you? Did a conversation, a message, or a delay arrive that aligned with what you sensed? Has a gentle courage to do the right thing visited you? If so, I am confirming you. Do not wait for fireworks when I am giving you a compass. Honor the compass and move. Type confirmed if you have been sensing these signs and you are ready to follow through. This is not for show, it is your agreement. As you do, I am sealing your discernment, increasing your sensitivity to my peace, and settling your feet for the next obedient step. You are not guessing in the dark. You are being guided in the light I am giving for today. Hold your place, guard your words, and take the step I show you. I am with you in the clarity. I am with you in the counsel. I am with you in the door that opens when it is time. And as you respond to my confirmation without bargaining, you will see why I placed you at the front, because what I prepared is now ready to meet your obedient yes. My child, listen to me now, because I am not only confirming, I am promising, and my promise is, weight you can lean your whole self upon. You have stood in your place. You have guarded your words. You have chosen to obey one step at a time. This is what I release when you refuse to leave the line. Not a single flash of relief that vanishes by nightfall, but a layered breakthrough that touches your mind, your relationships, your direction, your finances, your health, and your calling. When I move as a father who restores and establishes, not as a stranger who drops a gift and disappears. In your mind, I release quiet strength. The inner storm that made you brace for bad news begins to lose its thunder. Intrusive dread finds no agreement in you. I steady your attention so you can do the next right thing without splitting yourself between 10 imagined futures. I give you a peace the world cannot engineer, a settled assurance that makes your breathing lengthen and your thoughts line up in order. You will think clearly, bless your day with your tongue, and carry calm authority where panic used to lead you. In your relationships, I release holy alignment. I place grace on conversations that mattered but felt impossible. I give you the courage to apologize without excuses and the wisdom to set boundaries that protect dignity. The ties that drained you loosen without a fight you need to win, and connections that honor me begin to form without you begging for attention. I teach you to bless without keeping score, to listen without suspicion, and to value peace in your home over the performance of being right. Where dishonor tried to make a home, I plant gentleness and truth that can live together. In your direction, I release ordered steps, not a maze, not a frantic guessing game, ordered steps. Doors open in the sequence I designed. The right opportunity finds you at the right stage of your readiness. I keep you from shortcuts that would have robbed your character, and I bring mentors, counsel, and timely insight that make the path straight. You will not need to wrestle for visibility. You will walk in visibility that serves purpose. Precision, not pressure, will define your movement. In your finances, I release provision with wisdom. I break the agreement with scarcity panic that told you to spend for comfort or hoard for fear. I teach your hands to steward, to budget in peace, to sow with intention, to say no without shame, to say yes without haste. I will send opportunities that bear my fingerprints. work aligned with your design, unexpected help at just the right time, strategies to reduce what has weighed you down, favor with those who can open a necessary door. Your daily bread will not mock you, and future planning will no longer be a trigger for despair. In your health, I release strength that builds. I am not teasing you with a good day and then abandoning you to bad weeks. I lay my hand on your nervous system and teach it the rhythm of trust. I quiet symptoms that fed your fear and lead you into habits that agree with healing. Rest that is not laziness, movement that is not punishment, nourishment that is not control. I support you through care that honors me, and I send encouragement at the exact moment you would have quit. Where you have been fragile, I am knitting resilience. In your calling, I release authority born from surrender. Your voice will steady, your hands will bless, your presence will carry peace that changes rooms. I am not rushing you into a spotlight you cannot bear. I am clothing you in identity so that whenever your name is called, you answer without flinching. I entrust assignments, people to serve, problems to solve, and influence to steward in humility. I turn closed chapters into testimonies that lift others, and I keep you from mistaking applause for fruit. Now, hear me address the pattern that tries to lie to you in the last hour. Resistance rises near release. The pressure that tightens as you approach the door is not proof that I am denying you. Hear my line and write it on your heart. Pressure is not proof of denial. It is often the final protest of what cannot follow you into your next place. Do not interpret turbulence as my absence. Interpret it as the old assignment losing jurisdiction. Labor pains intensify before delivery. Winds howl before a ship makes harbor. Stay, breathe, bless your moment. You are closer than your nerves are telling you. You have asked quietly, what if it doesn't happen? What if I am let down again? My child, lift your eyes from what if and fix them on who is. I am faithful. I am consistent. I do not start what I am unwilling to finish. I do not set you in front to shame you. I set you in front to serve you what I prepared. I waste nothing, not your tears, not your lessons, not your waiting, not your yes. Even what looked like detours have been turned into training that now keeps you. Trust my character more than your clock. Trust my heart more than your headlines. Let me help you picture the after, not as a fantasy to escape into, but as a preview to agree with. See your home carried by a quiet peace that is not fragile. The tension in the air has nowhere to land because gratitude has filled the space. See your sleep returning, not forced, not numbed, but restful. You lay down and your thoughts do not drag you into rehearsals of dread. See the call that aligns with what you prayed, a conversation that opens a right door or confirms the one step you needed to take. See an email that removes confusion or sends provision you did not hustle to earn. See a report shifting in the right direction, even if it is one number at a time. See an apology you give without pride, or one you receive without gloating, and a bridge that looked burned now bearing cautious, holy weight. See your shoulders not raised in constant bracing, but relaxed under the weight of my care. See yourself moving through your day with unhurried courage, handling what is in your hand with joy. As you picture, anchor it with this. None of this requires you to leave your place in line. It requires you to remain. Your breakthrough is connected to your staying. Refuse the exit that fear offers. Refuse to narrate your future with dread. Refuse to speak against what I am building because you want to protect yourself from disappointment. Stay in position. Do not return to the old language. Do not partner with doubt. Bless what I said. Bless where I placed you. Bless the step I gave you and take it. I will add momentum to your obedience. Not frenzy, momentum. The small, faithful choices you have been making will begin to stack, and you will feel the compound effect of peace. What once took 3 tries will take 1. What once bounced back in your face will begin to yield because your words no longer sabotage your work. Time will be redeemed in ways you cannot orchestrate. I will cause delays to become deliverance and missed chances to be replaced by better ones you could not have predicted. You will feel me fighting for you. You will notice unusual ease where warfare used to be constant, not because the world changed, but because you stayed and I established you. Type 1. Stay. If you receive this and you refuse to back up. Your agreement matters because your words guide your feet. As you do, I seal this promise over you. I will complete what I prepared. I will not leave the project of your life half-built. I will not watch you stand at the front and then send another in your place. Stand still in heart. Speak right with your mouth. Move when I say move with your feet. Keep your eyes on me and your hands on what I gave you today. My child, this is non-negotiable. Stay in position. Do not return to the old language. Do not partner with doubt. When the pressure rises, say out loud, pressure is not proof of denial. My Father is faithful, and I will not leave my place. When the quiet stretches longer than you like, whisper, I trust your timing more than my timeline. When the door opens, walk with humility and joy, and remember, favor is not fair, it is assigned, and today it is assigned to you. Now breathe. I am here. In the next moment, we will seal your place with covering prayer, and as you agree, the peace I promised will guard you while my timing brings what I prepared into your hands. Stay. I am finishing what I started. Father, I come before you now. I still my heart, I slow my breath, and I set my attention on you alone. I surrender the line where you have placed me. I surrender the timeline I tried to control. I surrender the narratives I have told myself to feel safe. I lay down my need to hurry, my impulse to compare, my habit of planning escapes when I feel delayed. I yield my will to your will, my pace to your pace, my insight to your wisdom. I say yes again. Yes to remaining. Yes to trusting. Yes to obeying one step at a time. I repent for every fearful word that I have spoken over my day, my body, my relationships, my assignment, and my future. Forgive me for rehearsing disappointment until it felt like doctrine. Forgive me for partnering with dread and calling it wisdom. Forgive me for cursing my own harvest by saying, it never works for me, for doubting your goodness, for letting frustration become prophecy. Wash my mouth with grace. Cleanse my vocabulary so that my words align with your heart. Teach me to bless what you are building. Let the speech of my day carry life and not sabotage, agreement and not accusation, praise and not panic. Father, I ask for your peace to settle over me now. Let it rest on my mind like a warm hand that says, you are safe with me. I ask for your peace to guard the nights that have felt too loud. Quiet the anxiety that rises when the lights go off and the house grows still. Rebuke the spinning thoughts that loop worst-case scenarios and call them back into order. Grant me the grace of true rest, sleep that is unafraid, sleep that restores, sleep that is not ruled by alarms inside my chest. Place your presence at the doorway of my night hours. Let my bed become an altar of trust. I ask for protection over my mind and over my home. Set a hedge around the gates of my thought life, what I see, what I hear, what I rehearse. Close the door to distractions that drain, to voices that confuse, to patterns that pull me away from stillness. I welcome your holy discipline that trains my attention. Over my home, place peace in the air and kindness in the conversations. Let forgiveness be the culture, not suspicion. Let honor be the language, not sarcasm that wounds. Protect the rooms with your presence. Every entrance, every window, every device, every corner, let it be a space that agrees with your spirit. Father, where I am confused about timing, steady me. I give you my need for immediate resolution. I release the fear that says, if it hasn't happened by now, it won't happen at all. Teach me to love your order more than my urgency. Give me discernment to know the next right step and the patience to take only that step. I do not want to run ahead or lag behind. I want to walk with you. Align my internal clock with your eternal faithfulness. Let peace with authority, not adrenaline, be the signal I follow. I bring to you every strained relationship. Father, soften my heart where it has hardened. Give me the humility to apologize without excuses and the strength to set boundaries that honor you. Heal what pride has fractured, what silence has exaggerated, what fear has twisted. Where reconciliation is your will, open a door for a conversation covered by grace, free from performance and point scoring. Where release is holy, give me the courage to bless and let go without bitterness. Place wise words in my mouth and warmth in my tone. Restore gentleness where defensiveness lived. Guard me from manipulation and teach me mutuality that honors the dignity you gave each person. I ask for endurance in the waiting. Strengthen my hands when they feel tired from holding this place. Turn my waiting into worship, my pauses into prayer, my stillness into strategy. Teach me to remain when I want to retreat, to bless what I cannot yet see, to keep showing up with integrity. Let the habit of faith outrun the habit of fear. Make consistency my friend, and when resistance increases near release, remind me, pressure is not proof of denial. You are near and finishing what you started. Grant me wisdom for decisions in front of me. Let counsel come that is humble, clear, and aligned with your character. Give me insight into timing, into priorities, into the difference between urgent and important. Close the doors I should not walk through loudly. Open the doors I should enter unmistakably. Keep me from shortcuts that wound my soul. Let my yes be clean and my no be steady. Teach me to build slowly with you instead of fast without you. Protect me from distraction. I renounce the lure of constant scrolling, constant comparison, constant chatter that numbs conviction and spreads confusion. Retrain my appetite for quiet, for prayer, for the word spoken over me in this moment. Guard my morning focus and my evening meditation. Discipline my schedule to honor what you've assigned today. Help me notice when my mind drifts to fear and bring it back to gratitude and declaration. Now, Father, I ask for a blessing over the next 24 hours. Fill this day with tokens of your kindness that anchor my heart, a settled calm after I pray, a needed conversation bathed in grace, a task completed with unusual ease, a door that opens in right order, a moment of laughter that lifts heaviness, a night of real rest that resets my body. Let there be a measurable shift in my speech, a tangible reduction in my reactivity, and a small but clear confirmation that I am right where you want me. Arrange divine timing that I could not plan, an email, a message, a meeting, a needed resource, so I know you are pacing me. Place angels on assignment over my coming and going. Keep me from harm and from harming. Let my home experience unity and let my work carry clarity. Father, seal this line where you have set me. I place my feet in agreement with your appointment. I will not step back in fear or surge forward in presumption. I receive courage to obey the next instruction, strength to guard my words, and grace to be content with your pace. Teach my heart to bless its place. Fix my eyes on you. Fix my thoughts on what is pure and true. Fix my words on life. Now, Father, I open my hands to receive commissioning, and I receive it as your child. My child, you will not be moved. You will not be delayed. You will not be denied what I have appointed. I am setting a guard over your mind and a banner of peace over your home. I am sealing your position at the front and granting you the calm authority to stand. You will stand still in heart. You will speak right with your mouth. You will move when I say move with your feet. You will not be lured by counterfeit urgency, and you will not be bullied by fear. You will hear my whisper and find rest without apology. You will finish what I placed in your hand and walk through doors I open in the right order. Favor is assigned to you today, and I will complete what I prepared. My child, I clothe you with courage that does not shout and peace that does not crack under pressure. I cover your nights with quiet, your mornings with clarity, your conversations with gentleness, your decisions with wisdom, your waiting with endurance, your path with order. I rebuke confusion and command alignment. I bless your next 24 hours with provision tailored to your need, with signs that do not flatter but steady, with help that arrives on time. I establish you so that the old exits lose their pull and the old triggers lose their power. Remain with me. I am with you. Seal this now with your agreement. Type Amen as your yes, and in a short line, share what you are believing me for today, not to perform, but to plant your faith. Return to this prayer tomorrow and for 7 days as an alignment, and watch how consistency with me builds quiet strength in you. Let it be your morning or your evening altar, and let your heart hear this commissioning again and again until it becomes your reflex. When this moment ends, I am not leaving. My presence goes with you off this video and into your errands, your meetings, your meals, your rest. The appointment does not expire when the screen goes dark. It continues in the small obediences that shape your day. Listen for my peace. Follow the one clear step. Bless your place. I will meet you in the doing and in the stillness. I will keep you in line, in pace, in promise. Father, I receive it. I believe it. I agree with it. I remain in position over my life, my home, my mind, and my day. Let it be so. In Jesus' name, amen.